No one else survived into this game? The fact that he found that place with Aguni. How do you know? What? It means that it's a code. The code was somewhere else. Ah! That's a good one. Is it a premonition? Like, if my suspicions about you being too mysterious and maybe, you know, one of the masterminds, it was not that? Oh, you fucking traitor. That's weird! The fact that it's that animal, if you don't know me, we have it right there. You knew it, Chishiya, that it was not a good safe. The real safe is behind that picture. Maybe you're right about the passcode, but why? You did that, you know, to have... That's awful. Excuse me. A bullet that you know? Coming from one of the militants again? I said it! The real safe, it was not that. But why did you do that? Why did you do that to... Ah. It's not the one that I have right there. Mine is better. Mm-hmm. You did? It doesn't have to... Yes. Arisu was not someone that he appreciated that much or what? And that was a good passcode. Is it empty? Okay. How is he walking? You're already an NPC, you. A non-player character. That's it now that I know the translation of that in English. I'm gonna say it each time. If you're doing something to her... What? Leave her. I can't watch that. I'm sorry. That's my girl. Worth it. Really worth it. Ah. What is it? Who did that? It was not you, Chishiya, with... And they were looking at the picture like... She already did it? What? It's a game? The beach is the place? And that's what you were watching on the screen? They did that with the light. How? Why now particularly? And all of the fonts suddenly appeared like that, without anyone noticing. The cards you're missing. It's a game of feelings. Don't take a phone. Don't register to that game. Can you do that? To not register? Why am I thinking that? Because Arisu, we can't. The games, they have to be fair. If you can't register, you're not a player. You're not participating to the game. What? What? Who killed her? Uh-huh. Burn them? You have to find who did that and burn that person, but you said burn them. So, not only one person did it. Do we have the clues about who killed her, you know? We saw this girl with her sister during the last episodes. The two last episodes, we saw stuff about these two girls. Maybe, in fact, we already have clues to determine who killed her. I don't think so. Like, we need to have an entire episode to discover what they did, how they were with other characters. It's not enough. I thought that they might be important at some point, you know, with what we saw of them before, but not like that, clearly. Not with one of them dying. Anugi and Atta, they found that place. They said that about creating something with that place. They found these cards, all of these cards. There is something wrong with that place and how it was created. I'm saying that since the beginning, since we discovered it, since last episode. Okay guys, you created that together. The fact that you created that together, it means that you knew each other, and the fact that at the end Anugi, you killed Ater, it means also that something went wrong, you know, with your relationship, and that you can't be NPC, non-player characters. When did you discover that place? When did you decide to transform it into that? Again, I have a real issue with the fact that the beach is organized like that, so well organized, with all of these characters who have already all of these positions, you know, into the organization, all of these rules between them. How did you discover, you know, for that theory about winning the game if you are collecting all of the cards? That's an interesting theory, but your rule about the fact that you can share the cards and only one of you is gonna win, no, there is something wrong with how you created that place. That's why I thought that maybe Ater was an NPC, because it would have explained the fact that, in fact, that place was like that since the beginning of the game, of that virtual game, because it was created like that, they were created like that. That's why I thought so. Now that we saw the beginning, these two discovering the place and discovering to do it like that, I have to be like, no, they are not non-player characters, so it means that I'm wrong with that. So it means that they really created it like that, but they had the time to do so. So this game, this virtual game, if it's a virtual game, but the more I think about it, the more I think that it's like that. It means that it's on, it was created really long ago now. And you know, the fact that these rumors about if you are taking the boat, the lasers are gonna kill you, outside of the city, there is nothing going, you know, with the idea of a virtual world. There is a map, there is not an entire world. A virtual world in which you were taken because of your actual lives, which were not satisfying, like in terms of you were not using it enough, well, things like that, according to society rules, according to persons who knew you, I don't know, but something like that. The mastermind, one of the masterminds, I don't know, is inside of the game right now. Still, we have some non-player characters, but maybe not Anugi and Ater. Like, you know, some characters like Anne, like some of the militants, the tattoo guy and all, they are so, not cliches, but they are made in a way, and how he was walking also, the tattoo guy, it was really like a non-player character. We don't have the name of the new guy, who is not really new now, but you've got who I meant. Anne can be a good ally, I think, at some point. But right there, what Chishiya did, you know, to Arisu and to Usagi, like, it's bad, it's really bad, it's awful. But I'm not gonna blame him for that, because he doesn't know Arisu, he doesn't have to be loyal to Arisu, like, for what reason? No. He had a plan in mind, and he needed people to do that plan for him. He did it like that, that's it. You know, he was waiting to have people like Arisu and Usagi, people who wanted to go against the rules and to fight, you know, to do something for him. That's it, he found the good persons, and that's why it happened like that. The fact that the place, you know, now the beach was transformed into a game, suddenly you have lasers like that all around the place which can kill you, that you didn't see before. Suddenly you have the fonts like that inside, suddenly you have all of that, you know, like they are controlling the place with the electricity and the screens and a voice inside, like, for me it's going with the virtual world theory. You have to discover who is the witch and to burn them. For me, to burn them, it means that there is more than one witch, like maybe someone did it with people around who saw that. Can it be, you know, maybe Chishiya or Kuniya, and they had to kill that girl to hide what they were trying to do right there, to steal the cards? Can it be, you know, a response like the militants because they have the gun and all? It's too easy. The fact that just right there, Arisu, he didn't register to the game, for me it's a good thing. Because again, you have to register, you know, to be players of the game. If there is a visa, that's okay. This place, you transformed it into a game, but it was like, it wouldn't be fair for him to be killed even if he didn't register. You know, they have to register each time the games are beginning after everyone registering, and right there the game began without him registering, so he's not a part of the game for me. It doesn't risk anything. When Usagi, she's risking her lives right there. I think that the next episode is going to be bloody with all of these players. They're all gonna suspect each other. If we have 100% right there, at least 20 are gonna die. At least. What that guy said about human nature and laws which are forbidding stuff because it's human nature to do that kind of stuff. No! Clearly, no. That was awful, really, that scene. But the fact, you know, that the game, the big game, is intervening with this game, this little game, right there, it's on purpose. They are watching you, they are keeping an eye on you, and they are offering you the card that you are missing. After, who was your source, you know, to have this theory? You said that a credible source told you that theory and these rules. Who? Because when you discovered that place, when you discovered these cards, you discovered them by yourself. He didn't create that game, but I said it, I had the impression that someone put him at this place. That's the first thing that I said during the last episode, one of my first impressions. Can it still be possible, you know? A guy like him, he would want to have the power, he would want to share it with him, and because of the fact that at the end they were not sharing it anymore because the other one, he was that ambitious, maybe that's why you fought together. Maybe, you know, he was not the creator, one of the mastermind at her, but maybe he was working for them in fact. I don't know why I think that. Oh, I'm sorry, the 2 reviews that I made today, you know, about this episode and the last one, I think that they are really slow, you know, to listen, and maybe also they are a little confused, but it's because of the fact that I'm confused. Because also I have the impression that they are giving me finally little clues to understand this world, but they are so little that I have to discuss about them for a long time, you know, like to try to understand them, to try to make theories with them. But even the theories that I'm making, they are not satisfying for me, so I don't know, and I'm not gonna know today because I'm gonna keep the 2 last episodes, final episodes of this season 1 for another day to watch them together. So it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.